Hello everybody, this is Kai, and today gonna be going over the lawsuit between Karl Jobst and Billy Mitchell, which has ended in a resounding victory for the video game player of the century, the King of Kong, Billy Mitchell, and the total defeat of the Aussie cuck, Karl Jobst. Now, this is a lawsuit that's been going on forever. The Billy Mitchell drama in general has been going on forever. I don't want to get into too much details. Basically, Billy Mitchell, a guy on the right, he's an old school competitive video game player, from back in the early days. He got the world record in Pac-Man, first perfect Pac-Man score, the world record in Donkey Kong. Although these achievements were later called into question, he was basically proven to be a cheater, and these records were nullified. However, it goes quite a bit deeper than that because Karl Jobst covered Billy Mitchell quite extensively, and this eventually led to Billy Mitchell suing Karl Jobst for defamation. And this was very interesting because Karl Jobst effectively framed the situation as Billy Mitchell was suing him for calling him a cheater, basically, which, is pretty ridiculous because Billy Mitchell is a proven cheater effectively. However, the truth is that Billy Mitchell was actually suing Karl Jobst because Karl Jobst accused Billy Mitchell of contributing to somebody's suicide. And that might not sound like a big deal in the States, but in Australia, which is where Karl's from, the bar for defamation is very low. So Billy Mitchell actually had a very strong case because of this. And he actually has just won, and he's won bigly, I must say. And as you can see here, yeah, Karl Jobst made like 1 billion videos about this, about Billy Mitchell. Like, holy crap. I don't know when it started, I guess with maybe that one. But he had a GoFundMe too, 200,000 Australian dollars raised. And you can read through this whole thing. He doesn't once mention what Billy Mitchell is actually suing him for, being, the suicide stuff, which is a much bigger deal. But here he's all like, see, my name is Karl Jobst. I'm a YouTuber being sued by Billy Mitchell, proven video game cheater. Sued me for this money. And look, so he technically never actually said why he was really being sued, but he implied it was over the cheating stuff, but it was actually over the suicide stuff. But anyways, though, for the actual money, though, Mitchell sought $400,000 and then $50,000 aggravated damages. But he was awarded $300,000 and then an extra $50,000. So $350,000 plus interest. So that's like close to $400,000 now. Yeah. So that's big money. And then including Karl's legal fees, which was $600,000 minus the $200,000 he got from his pay piggies. That's $400,000. And then Billy Mitchell's legal fees. Holy shit, this is like up to $1 million, maybe even more. So Karl Jobst is getting cleaned out because, yeah, Karl needs to pay for Billy's legal fees too. But yeah, this whole thing has just been like a complete shit show. And yeah, this is sort of the crux of it because no one actually really knew about this. Of course, the trial was all, public record. But, no one really, nobody actually goes into, like, the court documents to verify this stuff, This is the same thing with the completionist thing. The completionist scam went on for years because no one actually bothered to look at the public tax records, right? But, yeah, this has been, Karl makes, like, 1 billion videos about this. Never actually, I think maybe one time, and I couldn't find the video. Sorry, I'm not like some super in-depth journalist here, but I couldn't find the video. But in all these videos, he never mentions why he's actually getting sued. He's always, but the implication is that it's over the cheating stuff. Like, there's been a meltdown. Some people were melting down on Twitter, although the, public opinion has shifted, not even necessarily towards Billy, but definitely against Karl, because people realize, look, maybe you yourself never actually told a lie, but you lied by omission. You never really told anybody what this lawsuit was about. And this guy, by the way, was very confident. You go to basically every video, he's like, oh, the end is near, Billy is screwed, biggest fail ever, it's over. You know, Karl made it seem like it was a slam dunk, and if it was only over the cheating stuff, it would have been a slam dunk for Karl, but it wasn't. Billy had a strong case, and he won. You know, simple as, you know, you look at, you know, Karl's stuff. Win or lose tomorrow, I am proud that I never backed down and never allowed a bully to control my free expression. By the way, this is one thing I really don't like. People always throw around this term bully now. It's totally just like, you know, feminine language. Like bitch think almost. People say that about Trump too, and I don't even like Trump, but people call him a bully, and it's just like a... Jeez, it just means nothing. Amount of support I've received has been awesome. Even here, he's like, I don't know exactly. I think it says it here, but... These lawsuits are unhinged, and it is highly likely Billy will ultimately lose. What do you think the implication there is? It's not really so unhinged, in Australia at least, to say, sue somebody for defamation because they said that you led someone to commit suicide, right? Look, I don't think that should be covered by defamation stuff. I don't think, from a moral standpoint, Karl shouldn't be getting the book thrown at him. But, you know, this is a legal matter. We have to go by what the Australian law says, and the Australian law sets the bar low for this stuff. Billy had a legitimate case. You know, so it's not really that unhinged. And yeah, what else did it say? Yeah, Billy will ultimately lose, like I said. And he goes back into it more. He's like, I lost. The judge found Billy to be a credible witness and believed his entire testimony. From that point on, unfortunately, there was really nothing that could save me. Even here, he's trying to, like, even here, he hasn't even owned up to it. He's still trying to, like, you know, dodge it. And as you can see, we have one of the Karl Jobst simps here. To the people who are saying you felt misled, did you follow the trial at all? He never claimed it was about Billy cheating in video games. It was always about the Apollo Legends stuff. I still think the judgment was awful, blah, 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 but no one misled you. Look, the whole thing is that you could say technically Karl never lied, but he still lied by omission. He was still being dishonest. He still used equivocation, and that was all to manipulate his audience, to get money, to change public opinion, whatever. You know, because at the end of the day, he never explicitly stated what the, you know, he never said that it was about that. He always implied that it was about cheating, even though he never actually said it was about cheating. You get what I mean? He still lied by omission, and he still was manipulative and dishonest. See, there are a lot of lies being spread that I falsely claimed Billy sued me because I said he cheated. I never claimed this. I only claimed it was relevant as part of my defense. I didn't openly discuss certain deals for obvious reasons. Total legal costs were $60K. So yeah, this guy has been fucking cleaned out. My God. I don't even... This is a big one. I have no idea how he's going to financially recover from this. Like, maybe the YouTube money is just that good that he can blow $1 million on a lawsuit. But, I mean, like, what's he supposed to do if he can't pay it? Is he gonna declare bankruptcy? Is he gonna flee the country? Go to the Philippines or something? Sell his house? Start living in the street on a cardboard box? Yeah. But anyways, though, he's just trying to weasel his way out of it. He's like, oh, I never technically lied. Yeah, I guess. But like I said, you were still dishonest, and you still manipulated your audience to get your money, to change public opinion. I never intentionally lied regarding Apollo Legend either. I relied on incorrect information from multiple sources, and I retracted the statements once I confirmed it was inaccurate, but apparently it was not sufficient. Oh, by the way, the multiple sources, apparently one of them was Reddit, which is even funnier. Man. Here's the one. I removed my last video. Yeah, this is funny. Like, as this was all going on, he released another video, which was pretty funny. It was completely unrelated, too. He said he was going to, release a video explaining it, but, I mean, he hasn't uploaded yet, and I got tired of waiting. But anyways, though, that's about it, though. Ultimately, Karl has sort of shown his true colors here, because, I mean, this was something that went on for years. You know, he was lying by omission for years about this thing, making it seem like it was some kind of done deal. Oh, Billy is just some crazy guy. when he was actually in the right the whole time. And, honestly, I'm starting to think that maybe Billy might be our guy. I mean, he might be kind of based. I mean, just look at him. He's got the American tie flag, thumbs up. He's a successful entrepreneur, with a, decent hot sauce business under his belt. I mean, what can I say? I mean, look, the American wins again. Total USA victory. God bless the United States of America. But yeah, it's definitely been crazy though. I don't know what Karl's future is gonna be like after this. I mean, he's burned a lot of goodwill with the community over this. I mean, like I said, he basically scammed people by not telling us the full truth. And I don't know, I'm sure. And like I said, I don't even know how he financially could recover. Like $1 million, like he's what, like $1 million in the hole? Because I'm sure he was banking on winning and having Billy Mitchell cover his legal fees. But no, now he's got to pay for it all out of pocket. But I mean, I guess he was already doing that because, I mean, if he paid like 600 grand, 200,000 was covered by the pay piggies. So $400,000 of his legal defense he's paid already out of pocket. Like, what? Did he take a loan? Is that all from YouTube? I didn't think YouTube paid that much money. Like, he does a sponsorship every video. How much money is he getting from each sponsorship, But yeah, anyway, though, but that's about it. Tell me, guys, what you think down below. If you enjoyed the video, like. If you didn't like it, then go ahead to dislike it. Go ahead and dislike it and subscribe for more. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.